Alright, welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3. Where we left off, I think we were about to progress time again so that I can presumably talk to every student that exists for like the third time in the same day. It's fine. Everything is fine. Oh god. Is it this save file? I don't freaking know. I wish it would shift it so that the most recent one was at the top. At least it highlights it, I guess. Okay. I assume we've done everything this day. Probably, right? I think I read everything. We did the quest. We did a little bit of fishing. Whatever. Let's just progress the story. We can go back in time if I'm messing up right now. Looks like the sun is about to set. Should I head back to the dorm now? Returning to the dorms will cause the story to advance. Yes.
Hello, Reen.
Hello, Toa.
I see you're on your way back too.
Hello, Celine.
Hey there, Toa, Celine. You two together is quite the rare sight.
I suppose it is now that you mention it.
Hello, my friend. Welcome to stream.
I guess so. It took quite some effort on her part to convince everyone to let a talking cat stay here.
Who would say no to a talking cat? Cats are already the best. A talking cat is just trippy.
I see. Thank you for taking the time to do all that.
It didn't take any time. Just had to do a few quick chats with people at the campus and in town. Just make sure you don't let any visitors catch you talking, okay, Celine?
Yeah, I know that.
Why? So that they won't abduct her to do experiments on her for being a talking cat?
I've been hiding myself with Emma for years now. I wouldn't make such an amateurish.
Holy crap, a talking cat!
Meow! Wait a second.
Who the heck is this?
I know you weren't expecting me, Reen.
With Elise.
Good day to you, Toa. Celine.
Elise! And is that?
Sorry about that. Looks like I got you good.
Wait, is this George? Is this what George looks like now? George Gnome?
George!
That's his last name?
Long time no see, Toa. And how's it hanging, Reen? Celine?
Intriguing.
I happened to run into your sister on the train from Heimdall.
Also, George looks like completely different to me. I don't know if I'm crazy, but he looks completely different to me. I'm not crazy. Okay, good to know, because I'm like, who is this person? But no, I remember thinking it had to be either George or Makarov coming because of something Schmidt said. Not yet, at least? Oh, okay, well, I guess there is always time. There is always time. That literally is just an Ava unit. He's so tall now, too. Dang. Oh, I have to remember to do the thing for Mint. That trial or whatever. I think she said there would be one every time we came back to school, at least. I see. So you came to bring me letters from Father and Master. Because obviously letters can't be, you know, sent in the mail. That'd be crazy. Yes, they arrived around noon, so I figured I should give them to you right away. I figured I could go back today, so I just decided to come. I'd planned to just come and go, but no, I won't allow this. The last return train leaves at 10. A girl like you cannot go alone. We have guest rooms in the dorm, so please stay here tonight. But yeah, I insist too. Tomorrow is Sunday. I hope you didn't have any plans. Well, that won't be a problem. Fine, I'll take you up on that offer. After all, I do want to meet everyone at the branch campus. Thank you. Yeah, you can spend more quality time with Muse or whatever you call her. Yeah, I'll get permission from the principal. Sorry. Thank you. I was surprised to see you, but I didn't think that the fat mechanic would be coming to Celine. Don't be rude, although he did play a prank on you. Yeah, I hadn't seen him in a year. He's gonna come over here after he sees the professor, right? Yeah. He said we can order whatever we'd like. George has a hefty appetite, so we can probably order everything on the menu. You may be right. That may be too much. Celine, I don't think you have the room to judge. I saw you scarf down a fish that was like twice your size in like 5 minutes. But I was really surprised to see him on the train. He told me he spent the past year traveling all over the continent. Yeah, he was making his rounds to all the famous workshops across the continent. Zeiss Central Factory in Le Burle, the Epstein Foundation in Le Mans. He said he used his connections to also go to the Verne Company in the Republic. Interesting, and he's alive? Good for him, I guess. The Republic. He managed to just waltz over to the Empire's biggest rival. The two countries are practically at war with each other half the time. Only half the time? There are times when we're not at war with Calvard? Really? Shocker. You're right, though there's still a truce in effect for now. Truce. How well did this truce work out for Crossbell? George was always an advocate for peace through technological exchange. Both he and Angelica are really setting good examples. Isn't Angelica traveling the continent on an orbital bike? Yeah, I think she might be coming back soon. Do we get to see Angie this chapter? That'd be pretty great. Hey guys, sorry for making you wait. George. Please, have a seat. Let's make a toast. It really looks like he aged like minimum 10 years, but Toa may have gone back in time. That's right. You're old enough to drink now. Our favorite nun, of course. And if she's playable, she better have that as an outfit option. I can drink too. I'll just have a ginger ale. Ew, no. I hate ginger ale. They're supposed to settle your stomach, but every time I've ever had a ginger ale, it just makes me vomit. Fun fact you learned about me today. And I'll have milk. Tomatoes with mozzarella and basil. That looks delicious. I heard the rumors, but seeing what happened in Crossbell, the society's on the move again, and the group called the Gnomes. What's your connection to the Gnomes, George? It is your last name, minus 1G. Right. Reen? Miss Toa? Yeah, that surprised me too. I love that they made Crow's bodysuit super tight because you need to know that he has abs. You need to know that. In my head, I know it's impossible. We went to his funeral after the war. We were there when they buried him. was a new flashback image. Yeah, he was resting so peacefully. He looked unusually content, you know, for Crow. Toa. For some reason, it seems like it was just yesterday. But you're right, we know for certain. That masked man absolutely is not Crow. I disagree. Mostly because I really want it to be Crow. Yeah. Personality-wise, no, not Crow. Body-wise, yes. In fact, that shadowy machine may not have even been a divine knight. It could have just been something that looks like one. Speaking of which, was the Azure Knight ever retrieved? I heard that they sealed it up so that the Noble Alliance wouldn't get their hands on it. Yeah, it's being stored in the depths of Gorelia Fortress. Now that Crow is no longer alive, it shouldn't be able to teleport. So it must have been something else. Do we know that it's still there, though? Do we trust the army to tell us if it is or is not still there? Also, we've already seen one man, two men come back to life when they should have been dead. Why are we so shocked about this Crow thing? So, it must have been something else. Yeah. A small part of me was hoping it really was the knight. Not a small part. Very big part. Yeah. Anyway, the gnomes are piquing my interest. They were the counterpart to the witches, but they vanished into the dark recesses of history. They built all the spirit shrines and were the ones responsible for everything you guys found in the old schoolhouse's basement. I heard the last time they clashed with the witches was over 800 years ago. That was the last exchange between the two groups. Supposedly, no one has seen the gnomes since then. And they just happened to choose today to return. They're going up against the society and have hired Zephyr. So it seems. Honestly, I have no idea what's going on. I'm sure the Elder or Vita would know more about this. Didn't you already ask the Elder, but she wouldn't tell you anything? Well, she can be really stubborn sometimes. Jeez, despite looking like that, she can be such a stubborn hag. Looking like what? What does she look like? I need to know now. Why would you say that? Looking like that? Oh, don't worry about it. Now I can't help but worry about it. Celine wants me to suffer. Hey, Reen, do you have any thoughts about the gnomes? What makes you think I know anything about them? Well, I did back you in Class 7-Up in a battle once. I'd like to think that I know about the information you gathered during the Civil War. And under that assumption, came up with a theory. The group known as Gnomes. Could they be calling themselves something else now? Oh, do you mean the Black Factory? Is that what we're talking about? Oh, that's... I've only heard bits and pieces, but... Or the Black Workshop, I mean. You knew what I meant. I was actually thinking that too. Over the last 2 months, my suspicions have grown. The name the gnomes are using now is... the RF group. Ouroboros themselves. They're going against themselves for funsies. The Black Workshop. Why couldn't the questions in Zero and Azure have been like this one? What the heck? They're the mysterious workshop that created William and Altina's combat shells. I've also heard rumors about them selling extremely high-tech weapons to first-class Jaeger Corps. So, probably. Super long-range rifle that Crow used may have been one of them. Oh, so he was in contact with the gnomes even before all of this. Intriguing. Maybe they made a clone of him. It's the same with Altina's combat shell that abducted me and the princess. And if they had contact with Jaegers, maybe they made a clone of Fee's dad too. Maybe that's how they're like walking around out there now. Yeah, although they erased all of Milliam and Altina's memories of the workshop. No one has seen their true face, except for Chancellor Osborne and Ouroboros. Oh. And everything has come full circle. According to Vita, the Black Workshop was part of the Society's 13 factories. Huh. This is what I learned during my recent travels. The 13 factories are like a network that gathers technicians from all over the continent. But during the Civil War, the Black Workshop sided with the Chancellor and helped him steal the plan from the Society. Yeah, that makes sense. So the key to all this is Chancellor Osborne. If Chancellor Osborne is a gnome, I just hate the gnomes. I'll come out and say it now. If he's a gnome, the gnomes suck. He's not someone who we can just talk to. Read? What is it? It's nothing. I don't want to make them worry. Thank you. I think I have a better idea of how all this information fits together. You're welcome. I'm interested in the Black Workshop too. I think the professor might know something. Schmidt? He probably does. That, dude who was friends with Elisa's grandpa knew something about the workshop, so Schmidt should as well. That makes sense. He's regarded as the most prestigious engineer on the continent. I was planning on staying at his lab and helping out. Nobody's eating though? You're right, and all this food looks delicious. Although that is a really large bowl thing for like 3 pieces of lettuce. I'm leaving for Brewer tomorrow, but I'll make sure to bring it up with him. I'll let you know if I learn anything new, Reen. You're not staying? Thank you. I feel like he'll be more open with you. Yeah, that old man has issues. Celine. My AP increased by 1. Is it because I guessed the workshop correctly? That's so funny. Well then, I'll see you guys around. I'll make sure to drop in and say bye before I leave tomorrow. Thanks. You should give me a call sometime too. Good evening. How about we get together and have lunch tomorrow? Sounds good to me. See you tomorrow. That said, I'll probably end up pulling an all-nighter tonight. Ooh, there you are. Yuna, Altina, Muse. And look, even Tita's here. Oh, right. I haven't said hello to anyone besides Muse yet. Good to see you, Yuna. It's been a while. You as well, Altina, Tita. Yeah, good to see you too. It's only been 19 days since we last met. I was so surprised when I heard from George. Well, I excused myself earlier so as not to intrude. But when I told Yuna and Altina you were here, they insisted upon coming by to say hello. Well, yeah, we promised we'd all get together. And you, instructor, why didn't you invite me? Because we had stuff to talk about that you weren't relevant to? God forbid I want to catch up with my friends? Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I probably should have. No, it's my fault. I should have let you all know I'd be stopping by. No, you've got nothing to apologize for, Elise. But hey, Aren't you headed to Heimdall? The last train's going to leave soon, isn't it? Well, about that. Elise will be spending tonight at the dorms. What? For real? Yay! I suspected that might be the case. Will you perhaps be spending the night locked away with Instructor Reen in his room? Absolutely not. She'll be staying in the guest room tonight. I checked with the principal earlier, and in her words, Elise can stay for as many nights as she pleases. Aurelia lives for the drama. The more we play this game, the more I love Aurelia. As long as I'm not expected to fight her, that is. She would say that. Oh, in that case, Elise. Instead of some boring old guest room, why don't you stay with us? You're fine with it, right, Allie? No objections. Commence pajama party. No. She should stay with Tita and me. After all, I was her underclassman at St. Estraya. Oh, yes. I'd be more than happy to have her stay with us. This is getting way too noisy. If this keeps going, they'll tear her in two. Well, since you've got the opportunity, why not take them up on their offer, Elise? I agree, but as a teacher, I recommend you don't stay up too late. In that case... I would love to join you all for the night.